Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. According to the Daily Caller, Rand Paul on Syria chemical attack. Maybe Assad didn't do it. Republican Kentucky Senator Rand Paul bucked the Washington consensus on the Syria chemical weapons attack in a Tuesday appearance on CNN. Quote, Assad either must be the dumbest dictator on the planet, or maybe he didn't do it. Let's watch the video.
Well, I think before you talk about sanctions, we ought to talk about, what evidence is there that that Russia was complicit in this attack. In fact, for that matter, I still look at the attack and say, Assad either must be the dumbest dictator on the planet or maybe he didn't do it. I have yet to see evidence that he did do it. The intelligence agencies claim they have that evidence. But think about it. Does it make any sense? He's been winning the war for the last couple of years. The only thing that would galvanize the world to attack Assad directly is a chemical attack. It killed relatively few people compared to what can be killed with traditional bombs, traditional machine guns, traditional tanks. And so you wonder, really, what logic would there be for Assad to be using chemical weapons? So before we get to the Russians, we have to first determine that Syria was implicated. And then really we ought to determine what the connection is between Russia and Syria on this attack.
As you know, not just the U.S., but France and the U.K., they participated in the bombing of these chemical sites in Syria. Are you saying, Senator, the president had bad intelligence?
I don't know. I haven't seen the intelligence. We have a briefing this afternoon where I may see some of this. But the difficulty is these things are not a slam dunk. This was back in 2013, President Obama looked at that chemical attack, and at that point in time, there were his generals saying, hey, it's not a slam dunk. Because you can detect that there were Syrian planes, you can detect that Syrians dropped bombs, but it's sometimes difficult to know whether they bombed an existing depot of weapons, and the rebels have been known to use chemical weapons, or whether the Syrians did it. If the Syrians did it, it gets back to the question, Assad must be the dumbest dictator on the planet to use chemical weapons when he knows from previous evidence it's the only thing that gets the world galvanized to attack him.
And I totally agree 100% with what Rand Paul just said. He would be the dumbest dictator to use chemical weapons to kill his own people, especially when he's already winning. You got to look at logic. He didn't become dictator and have dictator. He didn't become ruler of his country and get 80% of the vote. And this is a legitimate 80%, because you remember that if you look back, he people came in and watched the when he was running to make sure that it was a legitimate campaign and stuff. So they made sure that people were free to vote and all that. And 80% of the country put him back in power. And why would he gas his own people? We have no verification. We don't see any proof of the attack. We don't even know that he actually pulled out this attack. They went the intel that they used basically was pictures and a video from Facebook again, just like the first time. It was Facebook. So somebody commented, I can't remember who. Somebody commented, I think it was Rick Wiles from True News. He made an awesome statement. He said, so since we're taking our intelligence from Facebook, then why do we need the CIA? Which is a very good point. Why would we need the CIA if we're getting our intelligence from videos and pictures of Facebook? But let me know what you think. Do you think Assad is really behind this attack? Or do you think this is another false flag? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. And check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Till next time.
We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.